shorts.
Welcome back, players. Today, the three of you will attempt to solve a murder.
Ooh, was it someone we killed in one of the campaigns? Because that would not narrow it down at all. It could be anybody.
No, this one took place in a small suburb outside of Phoenix, Arizona.
It was the boyfriend.
Usually is. Unless it's the husband. Or the wife.
I guess we'll see. Tell me about your characters.
I'm Detective Justin, I guess. Been on the force for 32 years. It's my last case before retirement.
I'm Detective Brandleberger. I just made detective about a year ago, so I'm still getting used to the workflow.
And I'm Lance, an avid podcast listener, father to 3 cats, Maxwell, The Undertaker, and Excalibur, and part-time internet sleuth.
Great. Waylon, you and Justin both receive radio calls for a 187 on North Shore and Liberty.
I'll head to the scene.
I kind of promised the wife I'd make it to this family barbecue. Our therapist says that I put work ahead of our life.
The point of True Crime Edition is to solve true crime. You need to be there, detective.
Fine. I guess I'll see the kids when they come home from college. Duty calls.
Oh, I got a 27 on a listen check.
What are you listening to?
My police scanner, duh. I need to get the specific address.
You hear the dispatcher read it out over the radio.
Awesome. I'm grabbing my tape recorder and headed over that way.
Justin and Waylon, when you arrive, one of the unis leads you over to the body.
All right, what do we got?
Victim is a 27-year-old female, single gunshot wound to the head. No sign of forced entry.
She didn't happen to work for Boeing, did she?
Sorry, buddy. You're not solving the case that easily. She was a teacher.
Then we can't rule out suicide.
The officer that led you in says they haven't found the gun, so there was probably someone else involved.
I'm going to send a deputy to ask neighbors for their security camera footage.
One of them is on the way.
Is there anything missing? Or does it look like anything was stolen?
The house is in disarray for sure, but it doesn't look like anybody took anything.
I'd like to enter the house.
Obviously, the police don't allow that. One of the officers explains that you need to stay behind the yellow caution tape.
Why?
I don't know, Lance. Probably because you decided to be a weird internet person instead of a real detective.
Internet detectives are real detectives. How dare you?
I believe that you believe that.
Well, can I see anything from here?
Not unless you have X-ray vision.
I'm gonna Google the name of the owner of the house and then search for that name on social media. I got a 21 to investigate.
You discover the house is in the name of one Betsy Gorlock.
Well, that's a pretty unique name. That should be easy to find online. Betsy?
What are you two doing?
Dusting for fingerprints. We got a 43.
The only prints you find belong to Betsy.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Do we have her cell phone?
Indeed. Her iPhone is laying next to her on the ground.
Is it unlocked?
Nope.
Could I hold it in front of her face to unlock it?
That's pretty unconventional and macabre, but sure. Brandleberger?
How we doing on video?
The neighbor across the street said she heard something around 2:30 a.m. She's given one of the officers access to her Ring camera.
Great. Let's load it up to a few minutes before then.
There appears to be a shadowy figure exiting the house and getting into an F-150 before driving away.
Let's check any other cameras in the area and see if we can get a plate number.
You could totally ask her family and friends if she knew anyone that drives a Ford F-150.
Stop metagaming.
I think I'll call the mother.
It doesn't take long to find the number saved under the name Mom in her phone. It rings a few times and someone answers.
Yes, hello. Is this Mrs. Gorlock?
It is.
Your daughter's dead. Now, did she know anyone that drives a Ford F-150?
Give me an empathy check with disadvantage.
That's a 14 and a 3.
The woman is now a screaming, sobbing mess. She's dead!
I probably could have said that better, huh?
Never gets easier, kid.
Lance?
Well, I found her Facebook, and after scouring through it, I can see that she just recently ended a long-term relationship with a guy named Snake Thompson.
Wow, that's actually nice work.
Yeah, the internet's awesome. Anyway, I'd like to go confront this Snake Thompson fella.
You don't want to share this information with the police?
And blow my chance at a viral interview? Pfft, no way.
Okay, but he could be dangerous. Like an actual murderer.
Exactly. It's going to make for a killer podcast episode. I'm going to find out where he lives and go there.
You pull up in front of his apartment. Justin?
Well, apparently Snake and Betsy were in quite the fight. His last text to her was, "I'm driving over there and shooting you."
Looks like this just turned into murder one. Let's go pay Mr. Snake a visit.
Tell one of the cops on scene to get that text in front of a judge and get us a warrant ASAP.
It'll be ready by the time you get there.
Let's get this clown.
The entire police force enters the parking lot at Snake's complex. Lance, the door swings open and Snake stands before you. What?
Hello, sir. Good day. My name is Lance. Where were you the night of, no. Where were you this morning?
I was here, sleeping. Hey, what's this about?
Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I record this? You see, I've got this podcast and I
The
think...
sirens get louder as the police arrive. Snake grabs you and says, "It's the cops." "Well, looks like you're a hostage now, Lance." He pulls you inside of his apartment and slams the door.
This might be bad. Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Oh, I'm sure this'll be good.
This is Lance Meltzer. I am currently being held hostage by a man under suspicion of the murder of Betsy Gorlock. If I don't make it, share my story.
The two of you follow SWAT up to the second floor, where through the window you can see Lance being held at gunpoint.
All right, put down the gun. Let the weird guy go.
You got nowhere to go, Snake. You're surrounded.
It wasn't supposed to turn out this way, man. I loved her.
Of course you did. You didn't have a choice. But you have one now.
I've got a shot. I'm taking it. I'm gonna shoot the perp. That's a now one.
You hit Lance in the shoulder. He collapses to the ground.
Ow! What the heck was that, man?
Collateral damage.
Overcome with emotion, Snake drops the gun and puts his hands in the air. "I give up. I surrender."
I'll cuff him. Book him, Brandleberger.
All in a day's work. Wonder if there's any short ribs left.
If I agree not to sue the department, would you guys come on my podcast and talk about the case?
Sorry, pal, but I'm retired.
And I've got a marriage to try. That's divorce papers.
Then I guess we'll see you next week. Do it like the Dateline guy, like, "This one took place in a small suburb of Phoenix, Arizona."
Am I in focus and everything?
Yeah.
I'm Detective Brandleberger. Just started detecting.
I've been watching The Casual Criminalist because of Ethan too, so now I have like a little bit of reference for true crime stuff.
I kind of promised the wife I'd go to this family barbecue. Our therapist says, yeah, okay.
I'm going to send a deputy to ask.
Great. Waylon, you and you're Justin.
It's me.
Fine. I guess I'll see the kids when they come home for college. For college? What?
And an avid part-time internet sleuth. I did the avid one first.
I don't know. They're a little dark, but I figured who cares, you know? It's funny.
Dusting for 40 prints.
Another whistleblower for Boeing?
Yep.
Mysteriously died?
He got really sick and then...
Weird. Maybe we shouldn't talk about Boeing in this episode.
By the way, I must have listened to Euphoria 100 times. You know, they say every frame of painting, every line of bar, just the ether. Like, whew.
I rolled a 1. On our new Sarah diet. No.
Oh, I need to roll a percentile. Go get Sarah Dice. Do it.
Let's check any other cameras in the area. See if we can get a plate. Just a fancy plate. Just some nice china. Awesome.
I'm grabbing my tape. What
What is that?
Oh, Jesus. You hold the lady's phone in front of her dead face?
It's a genius way to unlock it, man.
Yeah, what is this name? Good old Betsy Gorlock. There's probably a Betsy Gorlock out there like, hey.
Finally. I think I inhaled some of my mustache.
Yeah, your daughter's dead. Now, does she, I'm sorry. Did she know anyone that drove an F4, damn it.
I found her face back. And her face back.
Oh, man, she got her face back.
She got her face back.
I'll cuff him. Book him, Brandleberger. Wayman? Yeah.
Anyway, I'd like to go confront this Snake Thompson fella. If that even is his real name.
Somebody shooting gravel out of a shotgun? What is that?
Yeah. I'm yawning.
D&D every day. D&D every day. D&D every day. D&D every day. Stat blocks every day. Drop rocks every day. D&D every day. every day. They call me the DM, I bring the pain from AM to PM. I am the bane, considering changing the name of my BBEG to C to yo, they can't even see him. 2 DPKs per DM, independent PC museum. If you don't follow my coliseum, I'm murking you all in my mausoleum. This is a murderous game, imagination be putting to me, turned her to shame. It's the return of the flame, and it's still burning the same. Better be learning my name. It's that YAHZICK, that spells tongue. Low vibration, high strung. Looking at the top of the ladder from the bottom rung, unsung. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. Stat blocks, every day. Drop rocks, every day. D&D, every day. Every day.